All right. So yesterday I uploaded this video um, without any narration, and today I just wanted to upload a narrated version of it and see what, if any, the difference would be. My guess is that people will like the narration more, no matter what. They just like somebody talking uh, while they're playing. So, so Dropshot is a game where your teammates often are not helping as much as you think they might. Then a lot of times they're cracked and they're really good, and it's just getting somebody who understands like that you got to keep going after it. I'm taking kind of a passive role in this game right now, which is interesting, but I think that's because I noticed both my teammates are kind of diving at it. Uh, some damage there. I think I'm better at getting damage than actually scoring. Maybe scoring comes a little later. I'm also terrible at like those off the wall touches. I should practice those. Um, Probably gonna make a training pack just for myself of off the wall touches because it's something I kind of definitely have it appear. It appears in a lot of game moments, and I think something I learned from uh, some of the other players, like Squishy. Like I watch Squishy, right? These are people who, if they don't do it perfect 100% of the time, it's almost 100%. It's so close. And I think just knowing that, you know, it's not a roll of the dice every time you approach a ball and like one of eight things could happen, you can become so good that every time you touch the ball, the thing you want to happen happens. Uh, every time or close to every time, which I think is worth calling out because when I play this game, a lot of time I'm just like throwing my body at the ball without like, I don't know if I'm gonna hit it or not. I don't know like what's gonna happen after I touch the ball, and I assume or I suspect a lot of people, a lot of players are at that same level or are going to be at that level for a very long time. It's crazy to me that this game is just free to play this year when I became kind of obsessed with this game in 2016. I haven't really played other video games. I've bought other video games since then, but like I'm embarrassed to say they probably all have like 6 to 8 to 10 hours played in each of them before I just can't. I just don't have the attention span anymore. In Rocket League, it's like as I score. Um, yeah, in Rocket League, it's like a different thing because there's so many aspects. There's so many different uh, portions of the game you can train yourself to get better at. Uh, and, you know, like the difference between a Grand Champ and somebody in like Plat, which is where I am, the difference is that they know what the right play is in almost every situation. And I'm still guessing most of the time what the right play is. They are able to choose between 5 to 10 options depending on where the ball is and be able to execute any of those options basically perfectly. They're able to, aside from that, just mechanically put the ball exactly where they want to. If they see where two defenders are, then they know, oh, an opportune place to put the ball would be like on the other end of the field where there's no defenders, and be able to do that, and also like not have to be looking at the field in order to know where the defenders are. Uh, there's probably like 25, 30, 40 things that I do during a game to try to win. And I think there's probably 1,000 things actually to do during a game in order to win. And I think Grand Champions are probably closer to having most of those 1,000 things figured out. I guess I should be talking about Supersonic Legends at this point, but I think Grand Champions are also very close to that. Like, I've never been above 1,000 MMR in ranked yet. All right, so we got 30 seconds left and it's tied here. I'm trying to get damage on their side and not my side. I'm trying to keep it away from our little area. I know they've got holes over there, so at this point I'm just trying to keep it in. So triple commit there in the crotch of the hexagon, and now going up for the touch at 0 seconds. We've got open goal under there. If somebody can just put it in, and that's the game. So it's game number 1. So the idea for this series, I guess, is just it's a drop shot session. So there's five-ish games, I guess. Yeah, 5 games, I guess, of drop shot, and so we will just win them, lose them, whatever. I just feel like there's not enough drop shot content on YouTube, and I wanted to make drop shot content. One of the videos I have planned is a drop shot tutorial, which is going to go through how to go for a kickoff. So you want to be going for a kickoff in a way that you win it, or like at least at the level I'm at, you want to win the kickoff, and how to do that. So that involves fast aerialing and just basically having a little bit of aerial control, which you can practice with like some of the base training packs that come with Rocket League. You know, the aerial training packs always help me go up for aerials after I do the training pack, and then after I stop doing the training pack, I just stop doing aerials. It's true. Okay, so at this point, I think I've decided my 2 teammates are not quite rotating. They're kind of both doing things, so I have to be like the outer person while they collect the ball. Okay, Whitey Poo, I guess, was fine there, I guess, whatever. Cool, we've got a spot for a goal here. If someone can just tap it into the right spot. Let's see. I don't think that's the touch I wanted, but I was sideways, and something happens that way. All right, so see, I probably could have gotten possession there instead of just hitting it to the other team, sort of a pass. But I think in the heat of the moment here, I'm realizing we've got way more open on their side than they've got on our side. And I'm trying to keep, like, they don't have anything on our side open. I'm trying to keep it that way. And so is my team. Ooh, close. All right, so I didn't love this, taking it back. You know, the noob takes it back to our side to try to follow it up the wall. Let's just try to keep attacking their half. So I was just hanging back there waiting for whatever to happen, make sure that I could clean it up, because I saw both my teammates were occupied with the opening. I'm at the bottom of the scoreboard. All right. I don't know if I'm going to narrate every game like this. Kind of, if I'm not playing the game, it feels hard. Like, this already happened. But yeah, I guess if I was training to become some kind of Johnny boy And I might, I could cast some tournaments or something. Why not? Got a YouTube channel and some money and a TV and an Xbox and a Nintendo Switch and some other things, a computer. We've got this. We can do this. Oh, and a PS4. I had no idea when I bought a PS4 like this year that it had been out for like 8 years or something. I have no idea when it came out. I shouldn't be admitting this. So I originally was a PlayStation person. Then I went to Xbox, and then I went to Rocket League because Rocket League's the only game that I own on every platform that it exists. So I put in like hundreds of dollars into this game probably, which is fine. And I wonder how much money did I cost them in like server time? I actually do wonder that because they use like Google Cloud Platform, I believe, or maybe AWS. Maybe they're switching. I don't know. So we're up by 1. I think the other team's about to score. Either that or I score right now. No. So it's just a lot of waiting and being like, how do I put myself in a position where I can put the ball back in their half if they get it out. And you could see I just misjudged a bounce, which is easy to do in Dropshot because sometimes the ball will bounce off the corner of a tile even if there's no even if the tile hasn't been taken off the board. All right. Not bad, not bad. Did not MVP that one, but you know. I'm realizing as I'm like pasting in these narrations and like listening to them is that I should have first of all I should have closed my window so people outside can't hear me because that's been something on my mind. I'm sure they can't, maybe they can, probably, but anyway, like I wanted to just point out how ridiculous it is that I'm like re-narrating the video after I played it, after I played the game, after I uploaded the unnarrated version, because I think if I did this in the future, I would probably only upload the version, well, either the unnarrated version or the version where I recorded narration during the game, because then you'd be like, oh, I actually get to know what he was thinking when he was doing this stuff. Now you're just like listening to a person, and it's like, yeah, the person has an interesting voice. It's partially just calming to listen to. It's got kind of an ASMR quality to it. But don't let that distract you from the horrible plays that I'm putting on field here. Although, again, it looks like our team has kept any damage off the board, except for that hole that just opened up. Speaking of things. Okay, so we've got RL Stretch Gaming on our team, and we've got Arment on our team. I believe this is the game. No, I don't think it is. I think we win this one. I think we win this one pretty easily, to be honest. But there is a game that we play that after we score, I said like, or actually I think the other team scored, but we had a lot of damage already. I said something like forfeit. I didn't say forfeit, I forfeited. And another player, I guess, also forfeited and then left. So that was my fault. That was my bad. We'll see it play out if it plays out that way. I don't know if Dropshot is like really that interesting to commentate. The ball goes up. It's got the highlighting of the team that has touched it last. So like about to touch it and turn it red. Now, if that red ball touches the blue floor, it opens up damage. And once damage exists, so like once those floor tiles are lit up and a red thing hits them again, a red ball, whether it's charged up or only just one possession red ball. I don't know what I'm talking about, but then it will create a hole, and once there's a hole, then you can score. So there's a lot of the game that is hard to it's hard to reason about because the field is a lot bigger. The rules are a little different. You need to do damage. You can get rid of the floor. Even if all the floor is gone, you can still keep the ball up because your car does not fall into the floor. So as long as you can catch it on your car, you can keep the ball up. As long as you can keep the ball up, you can keep the score from being on the wrong. All right, so it's great when you go up 2-0. Although I've been in a Dropshot games where I was up 2-0, and then all of a sudden, like my team stopped trying and we lost because they forgot, like, oh, you can just like bounce it up and down in one area if you're the other team, and it'll open a hole. So we're up 2-0. I don't think we lose this game. I think they do put the ball in the hole, though. Can't remember. Okay. I just don't know what I'm watching now. This is, yeah, I feel like this has to be, there has to either be more of this on the internet or it's just like not a viable content. Like maybe Dropshot isn't interesting to watch because I feel bored and I'm the one who played the game and I don't remember feeling bored while I was playing. I just felt like, can we finish the game? Can we score again? Wow. Please don't keep it up. Okay. So, yeah. I can't believe the amount of energy it's taking to narrate this. I thought this would be so simple. I'm like, I'll sit down. I'll watch some Dropshot. I'll see myself. Okay, I think this is the game. Lick and Stick, I think, is the guy who leaves. Decent touch by Lick and Stick. Then he just lets that touch before touching it. Just rookie move. Oof. Played that away from me pretty well. Chicken Nug. So at this point, ooh, it's good they just bumped each other out of the way. But then, okay, I was gonna say, but then I didn't even get any damage, but it did end up touching part of the ground. All right. Not bad, not bad. I mean, the hole that opened up on our side was bad. But yeah, I stayed out of that. See, I'm just trying to touch it so that it stays the right color. As my teammate bumps me into the wall and then tries to pass over the hole. This is why I think I was probably annoyed by my teammate. Because he just kept doing things that were dumb, that I didn't like. Like that, like... Notice that your teammate has the ball and don't try to shoot it into the open hole. On your side. Like, I thought he was trying to throw at this point. I was like, this guy is throwing, dude. Alright, I'm like touching it so Lick and Stick can't pass to the other team, because he was about to. Okay, Lick and Stick. Now's your chance. He just passes it back to our side, where I get bumped out of the way. Oh, man, dude. Oh. Okay, and then it gets past Lick and Stick, who's just going so fast. So fast. Can't get a touch. Too fast. Let me just guide this into the hole. Alright, now I kept it on the other side. I got some damage. That's good. They are about to score, but... Let's see. Oh, yep, because I got bumped out of the way. And I thought that was... It made me mad. Oh, it wasn't even Lick and Stick that left. It was Ja'Cory. Jeez. I think Lick and Stick ends up playing the whole game. And I don't think we win. But I think, at least for the short term, it's not as bad of play. Like, we are going to score. Wow. Yeah, like, if your content creators are yawning, then... I don't know, man. I guess it's just like ones, twos, threes. Like, what is a really interesting mode? I thought Dropshot might be the one, but I'm getting different vibes now. I'm vibing differently. Alright, good to keep it up there. I didn't like this having to do Dropshot 2v3, but it's a lot easier to do 2v3 in Dropshot than in other modes. Because this one is just like ball control, putting the ball in the right spot, touching the ball from above in a way that creates damage or opens a hole. So it's aerial control, it's wall jumps, and ceiling stuff. So, you know, with 30 seconds left here, we tie the game. Thank you, Lick and Stick 26. Going for a kickoff, and then I'm adjusting to see what the best place on the ball to hit might be. They all missed, and then I missed, and then I think we lose at 0 seconds. Overtime. I think we actually have a chance to win this game, if I remember. Yeah, because I'm going to open up a hole, basically. Oh, one of their guys stopped playing. I thought I had a chance. Oh, that was my fault. My bad. I think I got mad at lick and stick here, though. No, wait, I didn't. That was later on I got mad. And I was 2v3ing in my teammate and I almost won. And then he called me a tryhard. after he caused us to lose at the end. You can only take my word for it. It might not be true. It's probably not true. Alright. I think this is the last game. I believe this is the last game in the pack. Already the blue team has gotten some damage on its side from either I missed the kickoff or I didn't go for kickoff and I missed the rebound. I definitely missed that shot too. Wow. There's something also that I'm just trying to get into the habit of, which is switching out of ball cam right as I'm about to hit the ball. You can see I did it right there, but a lot of times at this point I've gotten so reliant on ball cam that I forget to switch out of it and I just try to do the play, but then I've got the wrong idea of what the play should be because I can't see the right things. And turns out when I switch out of ball cam, that solves a lot of that. It's just hard to get into the habit of remembering to switch out every time. Okay, so we're on red. Oh man. Like it's a free-for-all. Both sides got a big hole. It's like the presidential election. Red versus blue. Policy positions. Both of them devoid of any substance. Here we go. Do damage. Maybe it shouldn't be called Dropshot. It should be called like Democracy. It's the two-party battle. Red versus blue. We got Sly Dog versus Skiborg. Yeah. Also, it just turns into this, like, we just argue in the corner over the ball for, like, oh, and then somebody own goals. I'm not going to say who, but maybe it's possible to just, like, I don't know, please your donors more than your constituents. That's what I just did. Alright, so I'm getting pretty good at these kickoffs. I think that's the only thing about Dropshot that I'm any good at this point. Kind of have to rely on my team members to do some stuff. Don't really know what stuff, but yeah, some of it. Ooh, that was dramatic. It's not what I expected to see there. Thought he was gonna dunk it, and then he ends up blown up. All right. So it looks like the Democrats have a clean slate over here. Oh, and yeah, the Republicans just took a hit. Just took a big hit right down in the swamp area. I know I'm not supposed to talk about politics because it's a Rocket League video, but Rocket League exists within the political sphere. People always have like, there's always like a Donald Trump like player. There's always like people wear their politics on their sleeve in Rocket League. I played in a tournament where somebody had their username was Free Kyle Rittenhouse, and I was like, I gotta beat this guy. And I did. And then I got spanked by the next guy, who was really good. But I was like, just because this guy's name is Free Kyle Rittenhouse, I have to win. Otherwise, I probably would have lost, to be honest, because I'm not that good. I think that's the thing that's the hardest to accept about Rocket League is that after years and years of playing it, you're still not going to be that good. Unless you have all the free time in the world and no no responsibilities and nobody is checking up on you to make sure you're alive, and you just have like unlimited time to play video games, because that's what you need to do. You need coaching, and they need to tell you what to work on, because otherwise you'll just learn random things and become slightly better at a slower pace, lower rate of speed. Yeah. All right, so we're up by one. 30 seconds left. This is the end of the episode. So if you guys liked the narrated version of the video, I guess put a comment on this one, or I'll just like check the difference between likes and we'll see the difference. And yeah, whatever. I might not do this forever, but this was a couple of videos that I got out of Dropshot, so it's a win in my book. Also, literally, it's a win in the game because I just won. I went 4-1 in that session. And the only game that I lost was the one where I forfeited and then a teammate left. All right. I'm Half Lips. See you next time.